record, the CFL has suspended Toronto Argonauts defensive back Chris Edwards for 6 games following a post-game altercation with a fan at the East Final. Now, it should be noted Edwards is under contract with Toronto for 2022. This means if they choose to keep him on the roster, he's going to miss the first third of the 2022 season. Do you think that that is too many games, not enough games, or the perfect amount?
Well, before I answer that question, it's clear to me that the CFL has taken their time and done an investigation here, because to hand down a 6-game suspension and, as you said, miss a third of the season, that's going to hurt Edwards in the pocketbook. And it might even make the Argos think about, well, is it worth keeping this guy around? I mean, he played at such a high level at the strong side linebacker position that they probably will. But in my mind, 6 games shows that the CFL means business. We don't want to see players going into the stands. I know there was some people saying, well, the Argos actually have to walk through a part of the stadium. And yes, that's true to get back to the locker room. But he was outside of those gates that are set up to go directly from the field to the locker room. So 6 games for me sends that message. You could have argued it should have been more, but the minimum in my mind was going to be in this area.
Well, and let's also remember, historically, the CFL has almost never, under any circumstances, suspended a player for more than 2 games. Like you have to do something extremely flagrant to get a multiple game suspension. So it being a 6-game suspension, Dunkster, I was surprised at the severity, but I don't think it's too severe. As you outlined, Edwards was obviously out of line in this altercation, and I think the CFL did a good job of sending that message with the 6-game suspension, certainly, because had they handed down a 1-game suspension for this, I'm sorry, that would have been nonsense. So 6 games, I think they got it right.
And it should be said, though, Hodge, that there likely will be an appeal process here, because if you're Edwards, you want to at least explore that route and see if you can knock it down. So that's probably